We should probably get to takeaway number 2. The
Maybe.
chat has been lighting up, so we've been like on chat for a while now, which is fantastic. We love it so much.
The whole reason we do it.
Let's go to takeaway number 2. Red zone and short yardage issues are still very much a problem. This was actually our strength early on in the season when we were losing. Now that we're winning, it's a weakness. It makes no sense to me. How do you start winning when you start getting worse in the red zone? But Josh, I'm going to throw this one over to you and let you take it away.
Yeah, I mean, look, in this game specifically, 3 drives inside the 5, and only 1 touchdown. That's not sustainable football. You can't win like that. Right. When you're in the lower red zone, you have to get touchdowns, not field goals. Because last time I checked, 7 points is more than 3.
Oh, it is?
I believe so. I mean, I could be wrong. And the way our defense has been up and down, we cannot afford to continuously get 3 points instead of 7 or 6, I guess would be the correct term, because those 6 are only guaranteed. You still got to kick the 7th, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we were 1 56-yard kick away from losing. And it was because both our quarterback and our head coach screwed us in the lower red zone. And by lower red zone, for those of you that aren't crazy football people, 5 yards in. Or 10 yards in. Sorry, 10 yards in. And I don't know. I think we need to figure out what was working before. Ooh, pick me, coach. I know. How about running the ball?
Hey, that really worked to get us into the red zone. But we don't want to do it in the red zone.
No, God forbid.
No,
God forbid. And I think what I'm hoping for, and I know this is asking a lot of Mike McDaniel because he has shown that he can't really do it, is during this bye week. And I don't know where you sit with this, because I don't know where you sit with changing things up on the fly, because I can see both sides of the fence. But we need to rework the red zone menu. And by red zone menu, I mean the red zone plays that are called in certain circumstances, because the short yardage plan in this game showed me that we were getting outcoached night and day. And it's just not sustainable football. You cannot continue to, if we want to string some games together and continue to win games, we have got to score touchdowns, not field goals.
100% agree. I don't really have too much to add to that. I mean, when I was doing the live stream with Frozen, I said to him, I was like, hey, on our previous show, we literally emphasized the fact that if we were sitting here kicking field goals to go up 9-0, we were going to lose this game.
Yep. And what did they do?
Because that's just like, had been our MO, right? And then, of course, that's exactly what we did. And it makes no sense. First of all, if you don't want to run the ball for whatever reason, because we've joked about this before, if we're playing Madden and I have a play against you that is working really, really well, I'm going to keep picking that play until you stop it. Mike McDaniel's the opposite. He's like, oh, yeah, that worked real good.
We have to surprise him with something new.
Yeah, let's try something else. Let's do something else.
You just did it 3 times in a row, and we got 10 yards, 11 yards, and 12 yards.
It's like Devon Achane runs it really well on the stretch play to the right side. Man, I don't really want to do that again, but I'm gonna keep it in the back of my mind. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back to it later.
And the criminal misuse of our tight ends in the red zone is enough to make me want to punch somebody, like punch an infant.
I was just about to say that.
Because
I don't want to punch an infant, but yeah,
I won't punch your infant. I'll punch somebody else's infant.
Pick somebody else's. That's fine.
Right. But it's just one of those things where, look, I know Waller is, and Jorge's almost crazy. Yeah, please, God, I just threw up in my mouth.
I have nightmares about these.
I mean, Jorge just said it, right? Totally agree that missing. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, my mouse wasn't working either.
We're not missing him. The coach won't throw it to him.
Well, Waller's injured.
No, but we got Dolchik.
Yeah, and that was my point, right? It's like you have Dolchik and you have a taller receiver in Westbrook. Yep, there we go. Abel took the words right out of my mouth.
He's collecting money on the bench. He's doing just fine.
I mean, hey, I would love that gig.
Just fine.
And what do we do instead? And this is not a shade to Malik Washington. It's not a shade to Taj Washington. It's not a shade to anyone, or even Achane. We're throwing it to smaller players when bigger players are required to make plays in the lower red zone or in the red zone. And it's infuriating. Look, for everything Achane is, what he's not a consistent power runner. Why are we running him up the gut 2 times in a
on
row
the 2-yard line
at
and
the
the
2-yard
3-yard
line.
line. Yeah.
When it's a clear blitz,
And then you give it to Ollie on 4th down.
it's insane to me. Like, and this is all, again, we've said this so many times. It's getting infuriating to feel like we're repeating ourselves. And I'm sorry, chat, for you guys hearing the same shit from us over and over again. This is fundamental football kind of shit that Mike McDaniel and this team seemingly cannot get together, and it's just infuriating.
Listen, why throw it to the 6'4", 245-pound Greg Dulcich when you can throw it to the 5'8", 195-pound Malik Washington?
I mean,
No brainer.
I would throw it 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage to Taj Washington.
Well, you could do that and watch him fumble. He hasn't had a play since that, which is a real bummer.
Criminal. And I use that word a lot with this fucking organization. But
truthfully, if I were Mike, right, and they just fired the GM, and now I can pretty much do whatever I want, I'm cutting Westbrook Akine.
Yeah.
I'm throwing Taj in there to see if I have anything. It's a 7th round pick. Maybe you don't have anything, but at least find out for sure.
I'm throwing the other 7th round pick in too.
Right. Biggers is going to be out there.
I'm benching Tua.
Phillips is going to be out there. Tua is going to be on the bench. I am going to take control and do what I want to do. Chris Greer ain't here no more. Right? And to your point, it's the basic football fundamentals that, like, if you feel like you can understand it as a fan, hey, we're on the 3-yard line and we have one running back who's 6'1", 230 pounds, and another running back who's 5'10", 190. Maybe we should run it with this guy over here.
Yeah.
That seems pretty basic. We don't need to know anything about football. You don't need to know X's and O's. You don't need to know what an A gap is or anything. You just know that this is the big guy. This is the small guy. And if you're facing a goal line defense, maybe run it with the big guy.
Yeah.
Or maybe pass it to the big guy.
Or how about a fullback sneak every now and then? Nobody sees that shit coming.
Who was that? Who's here? Gator, was it you? He had a 4-touch parlay on Ingold. He had no touches.
Oh shit, that sucks. That sucks really bad. Sorry, dude.
It was hilarious though. When he said it at the beginning of the game, he's like, "All right, I need Ingold 4 touches." I'm like, "I don't think you're getting that, but I don't think you're getting that."
You should have gotten it. If we're being completely honest with ourselves,
probably.
You should have gotten it.
Probably. I don't even know what the point of Ingold is anymore. I mean, we don't use him for anything.
He's a hell of a blocker, man.
I guess
he's one of my favorite fucking players on this team, though.
The one throw that Tua did make to Dulcich, he somehow threw it out of his wingspan. How did you manage that?
I don't know, dude. We could spend multiple weeks talking about how bad Tua is, but instead,
we're
get to Tua.
We're gonna talk about Tua here in a second. McDandy isn't I love that Kosa hates McDaniel as much as I do. It makes me so happy on the inside. True Blazer, welcome in, buddy.
Hey.
I haven't seen enough football to know that's really bad coach. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
I mean, if we can see it.
I mean, we probably watch more football than them on the up and up because they just watch their guys and their team. I'm watching everybody.
At this point, I feel like I can break down this Dolphins teams better than any one of our coaches.
Isn't even a coordinator much like, I mean, you might be right here. We'll see. He's going to get a chance to be a coordinator after this stint.
I agree with 50% of this. I think he's a hell of an offensive coordinator. I think if he could just worry about that, he didn't have to worry about personnel decisions and lunch schedules and coaching schedules and all of the other crap that comes in as a head coach. And he didn't have to talk to the media, and he could just sit there and work on his plays with the players that he's given. He is going to be an amazing offensive coordinator.
That was Gator here.
Yep. Sorry, dude. That's rough.
Yeah, he did not have a turnover, although he did throw it up to be turned over.
I mean, look, if that's the metric that we're grading our starting $53 million quarterback, it's a failed project.
We got the ball back on, I want to say, the 50-yard line. And the first play that we did, Tua threw the ball up to a triple-covered Jalen Waddle.
Yep.
Didn't even look.
That's what happens when you force it.
I'm
sorry. Arm punt.
Yeah. On first down. We did not talk about this. And thank you for joining us, Green Rat 100. And this is actually a really good point. We're trying to run the clock out. And I don't know if it was just momentum or what it was, but not a very good football play by HN there running out of bounds.
It sure was not.
One of the few mistakes we see from a young player still, but this was definitely. There was so much bad in this game, to be honest, that I actually forgot about this. So
Yeah.
thank you for bringing it up and calling it out.
And I feel like he also made up for it with everything else that he does. But yes, agree with you 100%.
Listen, his near 200-yard game is nothing. Okay, Josh? Everybody does that.
I guess.
Arm punt on first down, baby. Let's go. That's
Hey.
how you win. That's how you win. Air ball.
So bad.